Mr President, I move notice of motion private business number 20 standing in my name, namely that I have leave to introduce a bill for an act to amend the Gas Act of 1997.
Seconded. Put the question. Those to the question say aye. Against say no. The ayes have it.
A bill, Mr President.
Bring it up.
A bill for an act to amend the Gas Act 1997.
Oh, Mr Sims.
Mr President, I move that this bill now be read a second time. Mr President, this bill seeks to ban all new gas connections for new builds from 2025. Now, we're taking this step because we are in the midst of a climate emergency here in South Australia. The South Australian Parliament has passed a climate emergency declaration, and it is time for us to take action to transition away from dirty fossil fuels. Unless we keep global warming to below 1.5 degrees, the IPCC claims that South Australia will see more hot days, declining rainfall, more drought and more dangerous fire conditions. To meet climate targets, we must reduce our reliance on fossil fuels, and that includes natural gas. Gas is a non-renewable resource, and we need to start transitioning to sources of energy that aren't going to run out over time. Now, some argue that gas produces less emissions than coal and should be used as a transition fuel source. And it's true that gas is less emitting than coal. But if we power our electricity grid with renewables rather than coal, electricity is a far cleaner option. And the Grattan Institute states, and I quote, "The transition fuel argument should not distract from the fact that Australia and the rest of the world must consume less gas over time to reduce the effects of climate change. 56% of South Australian homes are connected to gas. As a non-renewable resource, gas is going to increase in price as supply reduces. A Grattan Institute report indicated that gas prices will climb in coming years, putting extra pressure on families who are locked into gas connections in their home. Renewable energy is now seen as substantially cheaper to produce than natural gas, with prices continuing to fall. Therefore, our best solution for household energy needs is to transition to solar and wind to reduce emissions rather than relying on gas, a non-renewable fossil fuel. This bill starts the process by banning future connections from January 2025. Now, I understand only 7% of South Australians use gas users for cooking, but many cooks and chefs have now publicly stated that they're turning to induction cooking, given that it's superior in terms of precision and speed. Now, I'll have to take their word for that, Mr President. I'm not renowned for my cooking skills, but I have heard that the induction cooktop is a lot better. Mr President, I commend the Malinowskis government's commitment to green hydrogen as an alternative fuel source, but the reality is that we are not yet in a position where we can pump green hydrogen through the existing gas network. And so what we really need to be doing is banning gas connections for new builds. I don't intend to provide much further detail on this bill at this point, Mr President, because you'll be hearing a bit from me over the next little while. So with that, I conclude my remarks.
Mr Hunter.